This is Day or Night Itis TV. I'm Dale Tonight. On this spotlight, we're going to check out some recent molts from a couple of my teas, the Phormictopus Cancerides and my Brachypelma albiceps. And we're also going to take a quick look on a little update on the tea that was featured in the last tea spotlight. That's the Stromatopelma calceatum. Let's jump right into it, guys and gals.
This is 7 days after this one molted, and we're going to go ahead and give her her first meal after molting. As you can see, the coloration on her really hasn't changed too much. They pretty much look the same just after molting than they do about a week or 2 weeks later. At least for mine, it takes about a month before she actually starts really darkening up. Again, starting to get a little duller. This is the Phormictopus Cancerides molt. I did sex it. Turned out to be female, even though it was a little difficult to see in there. It actually had to look like 2 or 3 times just to make sure that I was looking at it right, but for what I saw in there, this is 100% confirmed female, and looking to be a very large one at that, so that's exciting for me. Right now, this is like pretty much the way she looks for about a month, and then she'll start going to like a really dark black to like a dark brownish look for a while, until she ultimately gets to her really dull brown before she molts. This past molt, she didn't really get that really ugly dull brown that she gets, or she had gotten in the past, excuse me. But that's one of the reasons why I got a little bit caught off guard with her. She never ever refuses food, even up to molting, so that's not an indicator for her when she's going to molt or not. So coloration is usually how I base her off for a molting schedule. I can really tell when she's going to molt just off the way she looks. But this time she molted a little faster than normal. So let's go ahead and give her a couple Mario worms and see how hungry this gal is. Hopefully she attacks the food and not run out, which she has an occasion to do every once in a while. She'll actually try to get out instead of eating if she's in a particular mood, but she seems pretty hungry and laid back right now. She shouldn't have too much energy. She hasn't eaten in a while. Unfortunately for those super worms, she is very hungry, it appears, so that's a good sign. She didn't throw any threat postures or anything. She hasn't even really acknowledged my presence, even open up the lid. She normally would throw a threat posture when I even touch the case, but she's pretty laid back right now, and I'm assuming that's just because she's regaining her strength after her molt. With her size, I'm sure that molt took a while. I haven't been able to film a molt, any of my tarantulas in the molting process in a very long time, since I put my room, this tarantula room, downstairs. I just don't see them as often because I only come down here maybe twice a day to give them water and check up on them. So I haven't really even seen any of my tarantulas even flipped over at all in about 1.5 years. It's been a long time since I've seen a tarantula with my own eyes molting. That's the one thing that sucks about not being around these guys, having a room closed off, is that you just don't see them as often. I liked it better when they were upstairs and I could see them every single time I passed through the hall or in my room, but this is a better space for them, and I do get a chance to get some good footage like this with the lighting and the space in this room. It really helps out a lot when it comes to filming, so that's the plus. One last look at my beautiful P. Cancerides. If you don't own one, I always recommend these guys. They're not really all that bad. They can be very defensive, but she's nowhere near an aggressive level. She's just very defensive. But usually these you have to go case by case basis. I have one of the meaner ones that I know, but she's actually one of my funner teas. I actually love this tarantula. I love her because she is that damn mean and crazy. It's one of the things that makes you want to own one of these, experience some of that behavior. And hopefully in the future I can get myself a male, because I actually do like the male P. Cancerides as well. It's one of my favorite species is this P. Cancerides, and I'm very happy with this girl. She's awesome.
Let's take a quick look real fast at the Stromatopelma calceatum that was featured in last week's T Spotlight, and we're just going to check on the progress and see how this one's been doing, acclimating into its new enclosure.
And just a follow-up to the last T Spotlight that I did on my Stromatopelma calceatum, the Feather Leg Baboon rehouse. She is still out in the open. I said I'd update you guys on whether or not she would go ahead and dig back down into our dirt or actually stay out in the open. She had showed no interest of burrowing anymore. She's been out like an arboreal should be, and just webbing up in here really crazy and really just hanging out, not doing much. So I thought I would update her for those of you who are interested. Just a quick update on her. She is out in the open, and hopefully in the future she stays out in the open. We'll see her in the next tarantula cloud and some feature feeding videos. This is Jupiter, my Brachypelma albiceps, the Mexican Gold Red Rump. This is the smallest tarantula I currently own. Just molted. She stuck the molt right there. She actually molted around, I guess, about over a week ago. And it's actually a little shocking. She took down 1 mil and molted. So it was kind of a weird little thing. You know, she had just molted. She took down 1 mil, and about 2 weeks later she molted again. I did give her a worm, so that's probably why she filled out so fast. I say she, but I'm having a little bit of suspicion of a possible male here. And with this species, you know, Brachypelmas, I really don't. I've been really lucky not getting any males with a lot of my terrestrials. Most of my males are coming from old worlds and arboreals, but this one can. It's gonna get a male here. And that's a little big for her, but for some reason this one actually takes these down very well, and she's really good with what she doesn't eat. She'll leave to the side. She really takes her time eating. If you look at this guy, he can see the superworms. This is my female leopard gecko. Her name's Gigi, and she's interested in this guy's food. But as you can see, the coloration on this tarantula is there. The gold carapace, as she battles with this thing, the gold carapace is full color. The reddish hairs on the abdomen are starting to pop in. So that was really cool to get some of that coloration a little earlier. But you can see by the leg span that this thing does have, I mean, it doubled in size. Close, not double, but actually gained some considerable size between this molt. It's a lot bigger than it was a couple weeks ago. And showing full coloration, which is awesome. But I just kind of have my suspicions this might be a male. Even that being said, they live a long time, these terrestrials, even the males. So it's cool to have one. This is one of my favorite tarantula species in the hobby, literally like in my top 5. The albiceps is, so it's really cool to have one. And wouldn't mind getting some more. But this one's awesome. It's been nice to be able to raise a sling again. It's been a long time since I had a sling to raise, so this one has been a lot of fun. Nice owning a small albiceps, and can't wait to see what this one looks like when it gets older.
That'll do it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. If you're new to Day or Night Exotics TV, you can always go to my YouTube channel page and subscribe there. Check out all the playlists of all the other series I have on some of my animals, including reptiles if you're into that. So thanks for watching this one, guys. Take care. Watch out for new spotlights in the future, and be safe out there, guys and gals. Thanks.